Good day and welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob, and I'm happy for you to be here. Yesterday, we took a step back from our most recent mind-body map just to see what kinds of insights might be percolating up for you and for me about how we can handle our most important relationships better. And we've been doing these exercises in the hopes that some awarenesses, some insights might in fact come bubbling up. Uh, I'll say this much: if you've been joining me in our recommended mindfulness exercises, I'm pretty sure that you'll agree that our state of mind and body is quite simply foundational and even possibly primary when it comes to navigating relationship challenges. We've been doing these A-B exercises for the last several posts here, where you engage in an exercise looking at requirements in a relationship, looking at triggers in a relationship without mindfulness and with mindfulness. And the hope here is that you'll begin to see that with even the addition of just a few minutes of centering our minds and our bodies, it can make such a difference in terms of how skillfully we move through potential ruptures in a relationship or other sources of friction. Resting brain, as we've talked about it here, gives us leverage in a way that red alert brain clearly does not. Let me see if I can put it more directly. To the extent that you and I truly care about repairing old injuries in relationships, as well as reviving these relationships, the ones that matter the most to us, to the extent that we truly care, and I believe that's all of us down deep inside, we need to commit to building these resources. We've been putting them under the umbrella of mind-body resources, resources like mindfulness. We need to build these into our daily diet. They need to become part of just the daily routine. Our goal here is to establish a new baseline. And the only way that we can get there is to practice regularly, just as with physical exercise. So with what we're talking about here in terms of building mind-body resources in sobriety, wherein the resting brain actually becomes the rule, not the exception. And that's what we bring to relationships. Are you with me? For today, let's add another one of our mind-body bridging tools. We've been talking about mindfulness. Let's talk about another one and apply it to strengthening our relationships. Today, we're going to work on mapping our inner requirements for those we love most. So I want you to start by writing on the top of a blank sheet of paper the following title: How the person most important to me should act. How the person most important to me should act. Okay, in the middle of your page, I want you to draw an oval, and right in the center of that oval, I'd like you to write the following: how that person's name, whoever that person is you've selected, how so-and-so should act. And around that oval, I want you to write the first half a dozen or so thoughts that come to your mind, all having to do with your expectations or inner requirements for what that significant other in your life should do. Remember, how the person most important to me should act. That's what we're looking at. What comes up for you? Write these down. What kinds of feelings come up for you? What kinds of thoughts come up for you? I'll give you a couple examples. One might be, he should support my work more. That'd be an example. Another one could be, she should be friendlier to my family. You get the idea. Write down the first half a dozen expectation requirements that come up. And then finally, for today at least, under each one of these requirements, I'd like you to see if you can find two things: any negative storylines that might attach to those requirements, and any tension in your mind or your body that arises around you're imagining that requirement not being met. So when the requirement isn't met, what kinds of negative storylines might come up? For example, he should support my work more. If that requirement isn't met, then it might be, the negative storyline might be, he must not love me very much. If the requirement is she should be friendlier to my family, the negative storyline might be, since she's not friendly to my family, she must not care about me either. And then make note of any kind of feelings that you experience in your body, any tension in your body, any tension in your mind. Make note of those, and let's just see what you find. There's going to be more to follow, but let's start with this exercise as a foundation. Okay, we're moving into looking at relationships and how our requirements affect our relationships with those we love most. I want to thank you for engaging with me today. Good luck with the exercise. Please stay safe, be well, and I look forward to seeing you again here soon.